Gemini and Virgo compatibility. The theme of responsibility plays out heavily in Virgo's life. In fact, Virgos are often of service to humanity in some way, be it professionally or in a supportive role to loved ones. Sometimes, this translates to a rescue complex. Coupled with Virgo's innate perfectionist ways, Gemini can quickly feel as if he or she is being molded into an ideal. Gemini is many things, but he or she is not an ideal. Hello Cosmic Fam, welcome to Astrology Experts. In this video series, we've analyzed zodiac sign combinations and their compatibility. Let's find out why some people are drawn to or are magnetized by each other and some just naturally repel. Why is that? Good thing we can always ask the stars. Make sure to watch all the way till the end. Values and emotions. For many people, the grass is greener on the other side. But Gemini prefers the freedom to roam both sides and smell the flowers. Sometimes versatile, Gemini wants to play for two teams at once, or climb a mountain just to see the other side. Or they want to mentally explore alternate universes that have no bearing to Virgo's earthy, pragmatic sense of reality. Gemini can seem flighty and immature to the serious Virgo, who has been attuned to the problems in the world and an unnamed calling to fix them since he or she was a small child. However, it is reassuring to Gemini that Virgo never seems to break promises and is always where he or she said they would be. Virgo's sense of commitment is unwavering once he has promised himself to something or someone. If Virgo has promised himself to Gemini, he has to go into it knowing he can't change her. This isn't nearly as simple as it sounds. Compatibility rating 2 out of 10. Friendships. Many Virgos are humanitarians to some extent. Geminis are associated with childhood and adolescence and can be unintentionally quite selfish at times. Still, because Virgos are influenced by feminine negative forces, Geminis lack happy optimism and believe that every day is a chance to start again is contagious to Virgo. Ruled by positive masculine forces and light on their feet, Geminis know how to lift Virgo's spirits and get him to let go a little. Virgo can have a grounding influence on Gemini and is often willing to do the dirty work necessary to bring their shared goals to life, or even the twins' independent goals to fruition. Thanks to their Mercury rulership, Gemini and Virgo share a piercing intellect. However, this massive intellect is expressed very differently. Whereas air sign Gemini lives life on a cloud, Virgo is an earthy sign. He has both feet firmly planted in reality. Virgos analyze the cold, hard facts of situations to death. Indeed, Gemini thinks the Virgos need to analyze everything, drains the life and wonder out of things. Still, Gemini's expressive nature can pull Virgo out of his shell and help him communicate more spontaneously. This is something he'll need to do if he wants to stay friends with the twins. Compatibility rating 4 out of 10. Relationships. When these two are attracted to each other, it's either a genuine soul connection, many of which played out in past lives, or because one has what the other lacks. Can also be an intellectual pull, but in order to sustain romantic interest, there have to be other factors involved. And Gemini has to offer some tangible proof of commitment, some evidence over time that this relationship will be a safe investment for Virgo. Most Virgos will never take a chance without carefully weighing the risks against the benefits and certainties. If these two truly love each other, well, we all know that love diffuses tension to a degree, but the challenges will still be steep. Virgo can often be the anchor Gemini needs in the churning, storm-tossed sea of his life. Gemini can just be what Virgo needs too. Although the twins is an impulsive type, the spontaneity can inspire Virgo not to always take the safe road. Many Virgos are so internally sensitive and secretly afraid of being hurt that they make the most decisions with their head. They then leave the heart out of it altogether. Gemini too can be cerebral and even more emotionally detached than Virgo. However, Gemini is a sign of duality. The twins also has a whimsical, romantic side. Those in the sign are almost always spontaneous and changeable. If the Virgo can accept that Gemini is not going to follow a straight and narrow, sure-footed path through life, Gemini will feel more comfortable to rely on him. All Geminis are wide-eyed inner children that need more guidance and protection than these spirits let on. But Gemini needs to show commitment and loyalty to Virgo through actions, not merely words of which they are masters. The twins also needs to open up to Virgo and let him see some of her innate vulnerability. She would be wise to give him something to take care of as long as she doesn't try to change her. Compatibility rating 3 out of 10. Marriage. If they can learn to live in harmony with their differences, it looks a lot something like this. Virgo walks the straight and narrow path, roadmap in hand. Gemini lover flits in circles around him, sometimes soaring as high as the treetops with her head in the clouds, but always lands beside the Virgo. After all, it is the Virgo who taught and continues to teach Gemini the karmic lessons of responsibility and endurance. The Virgin who planted the seeds of his dreams in the earth and watched them steadily grow. The grass is greener where you water it, is the Virgoan saying. If the Virgin can water the grass on both sides, mutable Gemini will be open to the lessons that Virgo has to teach. Some of these lessons might include humility, responsibility, and endurance. Virgo's feet may not leave the ground for long periods of time. That would be an astrological anomaly, unless there's some strong opposing forces in his chart. However, he has to take literal and metaphorical vacations with his Gemini lover. He has to let her sweep him off his feet into the vastness of the sky, blurring the world of dreams and reality now and then. In other words, they may have to learn to live comfortably for periods of time in unfamiliar elements that will not be sustainable for them long term. Think of a fish out of water or a flightless bird. The fish can live for a little while without water, but has to be thrown back into his natural habitat to survive. A bird can enjoy some time playing on the ground, but will become despondent if he can't fly again soon. Compatibility rating 3 out of 10. Hey stars, let us know what you think of today's video. We'd really love it if you share your experiences to us and everyone watching this. If you're an introvert, even online, that's fine too. You can always privately send and share this to your star peoples. Before we proceed, hit that like button so we'll know that you enjoy watching videos like these from us. Communication. Both Geminis and Virgos are excellent communicators, thanks to their shared ruling planet, Mercury. They're also usually well-versed in communications and technology. However, Virgo won't stand for Gemini's famous double talk and loathes efforts to manipulate him. Gemini won't be molded into an image of perfection as Virgo sees it either. In order for them to communicate effectively, Gemini needs to be emotionally honest, even if the honest answer is, I don't know. Virgo will appreciate being leveled with. Once Virgo feels he can trust Gemini, he will be more open to the twins' ability to see situations from multiple angles or perspectives. He or she respects Gemini's intellect. In many cases, he sees how it can be better applied to reality than it might have originally seemed. Overall compatibility, 3 out of 10. Sex and intimacy. These two might spend more time debating over the true meaning of intimacy than actually engaging in it. Historically, the ultimate union between lovers is defined as total abandon to the partner and to love itself. Virgos and Geminis might not agree with this, although Geminis will undoubtedly fall in love with the idea of it. Twins and virgins typically like to relate on the mental plane as much as possible, even during sex. It is during intimacy that they're most attuned to each other's nuanced needs and find creative ways to fulfill them. For example, let's say Virgo senses that at least part of Gemini wants to experience a total surrender to love, if only for a moment. Rather than merge emotionally with Gemini, the Virgin, who is actually one of the Zodiac's most skilled lovers, is more likely to tease her gently and perform trust exercises with a blindfold. Most Virgos are masters of subtlety and uncommonly sensitive. sensitive lovers. To satisfy Virgo, Gemini needs to excite him mentally, but also return some of that intuitive sensitivity. Compatibility rating, 4 out of 10. Gemini and Virgo compatibility pros. Virgo has a grounding influence on Gemini. Most twins need to learn the value of planting intentions, cultivating them through hard work, and watching them grow into fruition. Virgos are master teachers in that regard. Gemini's optimistic nature is a bright spot in Virgo's life and may just teach him the value of taking healthy risks in love. Their intellect keeps them interested in and inspired by each other. Gemini and Virgo compatibility cons. Gemini bounces between being overly emotional and detached. This doesn't make sense to practical Virgo, who likes people to make solid decisions about who they are. Virgo likes to follow a definite path, whereas Gemini likes to explore many different directions, sometimes at the same time. The Virgoan pessimism might douse Gemini's natural enthusiasm, at least until he or she invariably moves on. Summary of Virgo and Gemini. These curious people may find each other as captivating as a foreign country, but learning to live in a different culture is invariably frustrating. Virgo likes to feel her feet firmly planted on the ground, following a defined path through life, trusty map in hand. Gemini likes to close his eyes and point blindly to any spot on the map, going wherever his finger is when he opens them. Needless to say, it's hard for these two to meet halfway. When they do, they have to wholly accept each other's differences and be open to benefiting from them. Overall compatibility rating, 3 out of 10. We're glad you made it all the way through. You can find your zodiac compatibility here on this playlist. If you're single and don't want to mingle yet, click that subscribe button and let's work on yourself first. Come visit our website, astrologyexperts.com. Learn about zodiac signs and so much more over there. Thanks for watching and see you next time.